Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Seattle Young Family Tai Chi class in section 2. I'm Dee Hilke, and we are coming to near the end of the first half of the second section of the Young Family Long Form. So congratulations on being where we are. I wanted to give you an idea of what my plan is for today. My plan is to go over what we did last week. And if, as always, if you have questions on any other move, that works too. And then we will see where we are and probably move forward with some piece of cloud hands. Cloud hands is a big movement. It always takes more than 1 week. So we'll move forward with that. And I have a couple of other things in mind that we may do as well. So when we get cloud hands starting to get under our belt, cloud hands repeats many times in the form. And what we will do is we will also be doing some sort of review and refinement a little bit of what we know to date. Because as we start getting into the second half of the second section, not only do we get to learn some new positions like kicking positions and some new movements, but the movements that we've just learned and been working on, they are going to recur. And they're going to recur much the same way that they have before. And it would be really nice if you have developed some comfort with them. Not that you can't ask questions anytime about them, but it seems like a good idea to get comfortable with them, get familiar with them, so that you can also really practice, because we're at the point now where you really have a bunch to practice with the first section and the first half of the second section, and it's a really lovely piece. So if we have time today, we may, well, probably next week, we would get to being able to do more of that. So let's do what we know so far. And what I thought I would do actually is put a little music on and have Nancy's calling. So, oh, I just realized I have to share. Sorry about this. I have to share sound. So let me share that sound with you folks. Otherwise, I'll hear it and you won't, right? This is not good if that happens. All right. I'm going to put a little music on, and Nancy Lucero is going to be calling. It will just be this second section part, and then I'll run and I'll stop it. So we'll hear a little bit of that, and you can enjoy that. So why don't you get in your prepare, ready for second section. The prepare is, of course, at cross hands.
Cross hands. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonal flying. Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left knee brush and push. Needle at C bottom. Fan through the back. Turn body and chop with fist. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Step up and grasp the bird's tail. Ward off, right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands.
Was that nice? Did you like the music? Or was that distracting? Because sometimes people go, oh, the music, it was distracting. So how was that?
I couldn't get my timing to the call. And so then I ended up thinking in between and then totally forgetting like what I was doing. It wasn't so much distraction. It was just like the last 2 weeks I've been pretty challenged, not only directionally, just like looking at you and following you. I'm like having like a left-right issue, something really bad. So I don't know what's going on, but I think the music is good and it's nice to have some variety, but I think it's just, I don't think it's the music that's distracting me. I think I'm just having a hard time.
So I will just say that and I'm in honor of left-right challenges, I will I will put on my right arm indicator here for us all, at least for a while. And but yeah, it's interesting. Everybody's call is a little different, and learning eventually to do it at different speeds is really useful. But it can be really disconcerting, especially when you're practicing at home to your own speed. And all I can say is practicing at home to your own speed is the best. Anyway, so don't worry about it. It's a very good thing to be doing. It's nice to just sort of mix things up a little bit and to know that that kind of thing is available. For some of us, we get very used to that call. And I want to tell you that that call is, I believe, timed to the speed that Master Yang does the form. So if it feels fast or it feels slow or whatever, but it may not be precisely, you may do it a little faster, but it's in the minutes of how it's, I don't know, 22.5 minutes or whatever it is. Yeah, I can't remember. So anyway, just thought it would be nice to give that a try today. So I did want to ask how we're doing on the balance exercises. Are we feeling good about that at this point? Okay, I think it's a nice set of balance exercises. And at some point, I'm going to add a little more to it, but we may do that a little later. How about let's review specifically this again. Let's just go through it again. I'll call. And then any questions about this section and our most recent movement. So let's go through that. So prepare in cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Repulse monkey. 1, 2, 3, 'diagonal flying. Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left brush knee and push. Needle to sea bottom. Fan through back. Turn body. Chop with fist. I'm going to adjust my position backwards. Parry, block, and punch. Step forward and grasp the bird's tail. Right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. All right. Always feels better the second time through, doesn't it? At least usually, unless it's just one of those days. All right. I'm seeing, yeah, one of those days. It happens. It really happens. Or one of those weeks. Or if your Tai Chi is dynamic, which is a really good thing for it to be, then it's going to be changing all the time. And as you add something in, your brain and your body is like, well, I'm working on that right now. And the other stuff sort of starts getting wobbly. And then it all will integrate because you do know what you want to do. So that's been my experience anyway. So, and at some point it all comes back together. Any questions about any of the moves? We are going to review what we did last week, but anything else before we do that?
I have a question.
Yes, Michael.
Just a quick review. After parry, punch, and block, the transition to grasp of the bird's tail. Does the left hand just kind of stay out there? I mean, after you punch, does the left hand just kind of stay out there, and then you just kind of bring your right hand in and over like that?
I will go through all of that. Yeah, let's go through all of that. So let me show it to you again, and then we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to show it to you from the front to start with. I realize that's backwards, but then you can kind of see the dynamics of it.
Right, okay.
So,
okay.
so we've gone like this and we've punched. So the first step is our weight moves back just far enough, nothing else changes, just far enough that it's in our heel, the heel of our left foot. The right foot hasn't changed. That's the first step. Second step is arms are rotating. Arms are rotating. Arms are rotating. So you're into a ward off with this hand and this way with this hand, right? So palm diagonally, right? And with your right hand to the diagonal palm. And you're also pivoting. And there's one last thing that you do. So we were here, we came back, nothing changed, except the weight was ready to pivot in that left foot. Then there's these three movements. And can you notice that my weight is forward a little bit? It's not super forward. My back foot is still fully on the ground. But watch how I look when if I don't bring it forward at all. Can you see the difference? It's this versus this, right? And I want you to think about connecting at that point. You're going to come back, and then you're going to, like, I'm connecting with you. So you should feel grounded on both of your feet, but you should feel that this part right here, the center of your forearm, is connecting to somebody. Remember that? You connect here. Remember that? You can, I don't know how to show you, like this. You connect. It's just, don't worry about my right arm except somebody else's arm, right? And I'm connecting and then grabbing and pulling. So that's what's happening. You're connecting here, grabbing and pulling on somebody's arm. Okay, so that's the intention of this part of the move. Back, and then you're going to connect. And I find it really useful to imagine a pole from here through the eye of my fist. Okay, so I don't know if that works for you, but it's like this, and it's not quite, it's not quite, you know, I don't know how to show it to you. It's just kind of looks like that, but it's kind of still pointed there, and then it moves out on that diagonal, and this arm is going to open. So let's see the whole thing here. We're going back. Our left foot pivots. The arms rotate, and I am warding off to the corner. And do you notice that my body also turned a little to the left, just a little, my whole body. So I turned, watch how I'm square here, but you see how I'm a little turned here? Then I move, and as I move, so I've connected here. Now I'm going to grab and pull, and this hand's going to come down. And then as my back foot releases because I've got my weight fully forward. I'm going to open that hand, bring the foot through, close step. My left hand is up high and my right hand is underneath, right? And then heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Nice. Notice the palm of my right hand is in front of my left shoulder. Okay, so you may not be able to see that really because of the way the camera is. And this hand is pointing towards middle forearm, your left hand towards the middle forearm, and it's about a fist's distance away. And it is a little below. So I am seeing it. It looks good. It looks very good. Okay, so from here, you'd have to look over your shoulder, which is a little hard. So, but from here, we come back, turn out and rotate those hands, connect. Our weight is a little forward, right? Then grab, pull, open the hand. Close step. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. And there you are in right ward off, ready to do grass the bird's tail.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did want to just mention the footwork. So we're going to do it from here. And the footwork is pretty simple. It's back. So all you're doing is bending that back knee, but you're also allowing in the front foot the weight to go from being fully on your whole front foot to your toes don't come up, but you know it's back in your heel. So you just come back that far. Then the next part, there is this little bit of a turn of both your torso. It's not fully to the corner, but your foot, your hip, you open this left side. Then you come forward, your foot passes through neutral and steps out. Then heel, ball, toe, bend knee in a standard bow step, right bow step. Something I forgot to do last week, my apologies. So there we go. So any more questions on this? I want to practice it some so that you have an opportunity to have your body have questions about it also, because your head could have questions, but your body could have questions. Any questions before we practice it?
So the foreshortening of the front view is so severe for me that my brain is confused about what hand is forward. And I know in my brain what hand is forward, but when my eyes see you doing it frontward, it looks like both your hands, I can't even tell. So
I get that.
Really,
so let me do it from the sides.
That would be great.
Yes, this is a particularly hard one to show because I know that you're also looking, like if you're trying to do it at the same time, you're like looking, but let's try it this way. So here we are to start. So I'm going to pretend I'm you and I'm going to look this way just so I can imagine what this is like. So we're going to shift back a little bit and then it's in our heel, right? So we're going to pivot on the heel. We're going to rotate our arms. And it's like in space, my right arm, I get a little more open here, but my right arm So here's my right arm. I hope it's working. And then we come forward, and this hand continues down the same diagonal and opens. So this is like that push a button that you have had before. Bringing your arms in past neutral and your foot for a closed step. Right arm up, small bird, left arm down, holding its tail. So let's do it from that direction again, and then we'll do it from the other direction, because I know they're both hard to do, but then you'll have it to see. So from punch. Shift back so it's in the heel and rotate, pivot. Move your weight fully onto the left foot, open your hand and grab, close, step, and right ward off. And now from this side, shifting back, pivot, rotate, stand on the left foot, grab, pull. Your one hand is back and hanging down, one hand is up. Coming through, close, step. Right ward off. And let's practice it one more time from that direction.
So, quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
So with your left hand in front of your shoulder, your left hand pretty much stays there. Your waist is determining where that hand goes. You're not really moving your arm. You're moving your waist over to that spot. Is that correct?
It sure feels that way.
So,
That's
because
very interesting, Michael. Yeah,
because-
because
well,
you're,
in essence,
you're
it's you're
right
always-
turning.
your waist is almost dictating everything. Your hands are almost staying still
Yes.
lots of time. And your
Yes.
waist is dictating where your hand's going.
Yes, although it doesn't seem like it's that big a turn, but you're
Uh-huh.
in your body shape here.
Right.
And then as you turn, yeah, it doesn't feel like this opens a lot. It might open a little bit.
Right.
It might open a little bit because you're also opening here a little bit, like you were pretty closed here, but you know, when you go here, it's a little more open than it was before. A little more open here as well. I think there's a little opening here, but yeah, I hadn't thought of that. So I think that's probably true. But the important thing is to let your body get there, because everybody will be turning in a different way, and especially when they're learning it. So just let your body think about connecting here. Like you're going to go this way, right? You're going to go this way and you're going to keep your body shape. Yes, so Lynn.
Okay, thank you, Michael, because that was very helpful. And I want to see right after that, the pull, like the shoulder position and the length of the pull before you, because it seems like kind of a windshield wiper kind of, you know, pull and then back in, and then it feels uncomfortable and I need to see it.
It's not much. So we're here, and then you're grabbing, and there is a little, it's like this much. And Nancy's, I realize the foreshortening is terrible here. Nancy says you will feel like it just gets outside of your shoulder area. Okay, so wherever that is for you. So, but that's the shoulder area compared to this direction. It's not the shoulder area compared. To me, it's at my body center. And you think about it, if you're grabbing and pulling, all you're trying to do here is get a hold of this person because you're going to bring them back. I mean, you're going to bring it here. You're going to bring that arm down. So you don't need to pull. It's not like cloud hands, which we'll be doing later, where you're really trying to pull them down. You're just grabbing and pulling. And then when you close your arms, you're going in a different direction.
Okay, so when you just said, thank you for, because like I was doing too far and then it was feeling weird out here. But when you just said, when you were facing this way and saying that it was outside your shoulder, not this way, it was that way, but not that, what did you mean by that?
Okay, so here, let's do it here, right? So I'm here and I'm here. And then as it may pull a little bit past body center this way. But if someone was looking at it from this view, from here, the direction I'm going in, from the direction I'm going in, they might see it was out here, but see, I'm turned at that point.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
So it's more, it doesn't feel like it's outside my shoulder. So if you're feeling like just feel like you pulled. As soon as you feel like you pulled an inch or something, you're okay. Don't feel like you have to pull 3 inches, but show a pull.
Okay.
Show a grab pull. You know, it's gonna, and then you're gonna be closing. And then work on that as time goes on. And it'll come, and we can, I don't know, I might say, oh, it's another inch, or it's another, you know. Most important is that it does not feel weird. Sometimes things feel weird because they're unfamiliar and we just need to get familiar with them. But sometimes they're weird because they don't make any sense. And I think pulling too far won't make any sense in this case, depending on how you're thinking of that. So let's practice it in context. How about that? So let's come back to, let's keep going in this direction. Let's see. Chop with fist. Okay, so this is the end of chop with fist. We're in a right bow step. And we had a transition here into parry, block, and punch. So we might as well practice that. So we're going to come back. The right arm comes up, rotates, and comes out. And then we come down. Right foot comes in, and then, boy, that was it. Let me start again. I'm sorry, I'm in a really bad bow step. Bad idea to be in a bad bow step. There we go. All right, let's try that again. If I'm demonstrating, I better have the right bow step here. All right, so from here into parry, block, and punch. The right arm comes up, rotates, and back into parry, block, and punch. And now we're going to go into step up, grasp the bird's tail. Sometimes people call this Chengfu, this move we've been working on. Shifting back, rotating and pivoting, shifting forward, grab, pull, open the other hand, right hand, close, step into a bow step, and right ward off. Let's do those two things again. From here. No, from here. Into parry, block, and punch. And our transition. Up and out, other arm rotating and back. Forward, one line, two sides. Punch. Chengfu into grasp the bird's tail, shifting back, rotating, pivoting, connect, move forward, grab, pull, and close, step, right ward off. All right, how's it feeling? Any questions? And would you like more practice?
The close is the right after everything feels pretty good up until the like pull and close. It's really weird. It's just, I don't know if it needs repetition, or if it's just.
So I'm going to suggest that we do something which may make it worse or better. So if it's making it worse, don't do it. All right. I want us to do this. I want you to be in right ward off. Okay. Remember that? That's the beginning of the form, right? Here. We're going to shift to the right, turn. All our weight's going to go to the left and we're grabbing and pulling. I want you to notice where your arms are. Your left arm is in the same position it will be in this other move. Your body's feeling a little different, but it's in this, and your right arm is in the same. Your back foot is in a very different position. I mean, your right foot is in a very different position. But now we close. Remember, we brought that foot in, we close step, and we went to right ward off. So it's gonna feel different, but I just want you to see some similarity here. So let's do it again from here, right, left ward off here. Left ward off, pushing down with our right hand. Our bow step is to 12 o'clock, but we're pointing towards 3 o'clock with that left hand. We're shifting to the right and turning our whole body to the right. All our weight to the left, grab, pull with that left arm, close our arms and step. So this part right here you want to feel the same. And then you come forward. You're just going to get there from a very different back body, lower body position.
Okay.
So let's try it from here. We're shifting back. And now we're opening up. All our weight on the left foot, grab, pull, open that other hand. So our back foot is hanging back there. But now we're going to close and come right through that position we've done before and step. Right arm up, left arm down. Let's do it from this direction, from here. shifting back, rotating. All our weight on the left foot, grab, pull, close, step. Right ward off. Would you like me to watch you folks? Try it.
Sure.
Okay. Why don't you try it at your own speed from parry block, or I can call it for you from the end of parry block and punch. Right. That's right. That's right. You're right. Left foot forward. Yeah. Okay. I didn't see you, but I should have called it. Okay. Let's do it and start again. From parry block and punch, right? Our weight moves back. Nothing else changes, right? Then we pivot with the left foot and we rotate both arms. Nice. And our weight goes a little forward. Right now, our weight goes all the way forward as we grab, pull. Nice. Close your arms. It goes across, Berlin. Watch the closing. It goes across the front of your body. Nice. And up. So the close, it goes from here, here, from here, here. It's not way out here. So you were kind of in this position, and we close like this. You were in this position, and you close like this. And it may be that may be what you were doing, but it just make sure you have this feeling of it coming across in front of your body. It's not going anywhere else. So you're grabbing and pulling here, and this hand is here. This arm is here, and then you close. Okay, and then as per normal, you're moving forward. And that doesn't show very well. I don't know how to show it. The camera angles are terrible. It's just too bad we can't be in person. Let's try it one more time. I didn't have a chance to watch that. I was watching Michael there. All right, here, from here. Shifting back, pivoting, turning, grab, pull, one palm out, one hand back, close, step. It's a very big step. And then coming forward. Let me call it again for you both.
So
And
your right foot is still, when you step out from, your right foot is pointed straight. Is that correct?
yes, your footwork is, your footwork is simply pivot out,
Right.
stand on your left foot, let your right foot pass through, touch into a bow step, heel, ball, toe, bend knee with that right foot.
I was
Eventually,
getting mixed up after you do the embrace the tiger, when you step out to your right, but this is stepping forward. and
This
not-
is how we did it in the first section.
Got it.
This is how we did it in the first section, except again, we're coming from a different place. We're not coming from left ward off.
Got it.
So it's one of those funky transitions. And this, as I said last week, this transition is harder than it looks. And when I went to send that picture with the email, I realized that there were actually, you know, seven points, and I didn't have room for 7. So the first one where nothing moves and you come back, whereas you said, Michael, you can actually see the difference if you look at, like, if you're watching a video or something of where the body is. I didn't have room for it, but it's one of those key moments, one of those key coordinations. You're moving back in a way that somebody doesn't realize you're moving back. You're getting ready to do something. And it's an important point when you're moving that weight halfway, not halfway, but a little bit, and you're changing that position. All right, let me see you do it. Okay, you're gonna come back and just change where things are. Nice. And now, okay, something is different. Something is, yeah, go ahead. I'll watch that. That looked good. Really close, Erlyn, really close. Okay, so so you do not need to pull as far as you're pulling. Get the sense of a grab pull, and that will do. And then there's something funky going on at the very beginning. I'm going to do it from here. Something very funky going on that I didn't. So you're just going to come back, and then you are mostly just going to rotate and turn your body out. So most of the distance, and then you're going to move forward. Most of it comes from the turn and the moving forward, that your arms are separating. Don't feel like this arm is doing something quite yet. So you're just going to come back, and then think of rotating your arms and your torso and your foot, and see where that gets you. There might be a little more, but that's where you start. Then as you go forward, the right hand keeps going down as the left hand grab pulls, so there's more distance. And then close step.
So no rotation while you're moving back. Rotation starts, the hands and the feet rotate together, no rotation before.
Yes, yes. And that was the picture I couldn't show because I needed too many pictures. And it, like, someone's going to say, what's the difference? You know, you have to look really closely, and they're really tiny pictures anyway, and you have to blow them up on your computer. But yeah. All right. So I'm going to, let's see. So we're not specifically going to go on to cloud hands because I'm looking at the time. And I am going to celebrate that we have clarified a lot of this. And I am going to go ahead and give you a couple of things to practice that are cloud hands related. Okay, and they're also kick related. All right, so yes. So if you have found this kind of thing challenging before, this kind of thing coming up and lifting your leg, this is a good thing to do, but don't worry, you can also do this. You can just pick it off the ground. Okay, just pick it off the ground. Toe comes last. This when we actually are up in a kicking position, and my legs don't bend very well because of past injuries, but ideally, this part of this foot, when you pick it up, should always be somehow protecting your knee if you get it up high enough. So so if you have a lot of flexibility, yeah, nice, Erlyn. Nice, nice. So that's something. So whenever we do a kick, almost, not all the time, we do this. So put yourself in cloud hands. Put yourself in cloud hands, and your right arm is forward because you're used to that. You're going to do it on both sides, so don't worry. So here we go. And I want you to leave your elbows where they are. Come up, rotate, 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 rotate. See how my elbows stay where they are? And down. Okay? I'm going to show it to you from the front. Up, rotate, 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 down. Where might you have done this before? Do you remember? Let's see, well, here. No, here. Let's see, we did this. Here, right? You did this. It's a similar kind of thing. You did this. So we're going to go up, down. And we're having our right arm on the outside, and now we're going to put our left arm on the outside. And we're going to go up, down, right? Left arm on the outside, up, down. Either arm, but I just want you to learn to do it in each. Do you see how quiet my upper body is? Up, down. You could think of this as a ward off, grab, pull. You could think of that. And the reason I'm telling you this is because, and then remember when we were doing cross hands, we did this, right? Remember that? We dropped our elbows, right? And we came in the front. Remember that? And then we went into cross hands, right? Right. Nice job. And everybody's got it crossed despite the fact that I'm like doing it towards you, right? So let's go up and out. And so you want to keep your body shape. Now let's put the left arm in front, which means it has to go behind now and then up. I know that's going to feel weird, but occasionally you're going to have to do it later. And then you don't raise your shoulders, and you don't wait. All you do is they come up and they rotate. And do you notice the other thing? And then they come down. They drop. You want to do it like you would drop. You see how my elbow kind of stays down? All right, so when we get into cloud hands, we will be doing things like this. We will go up, we will rotate, we will grab, pull. And then we will let go of that elbow and palm back. Nice. And we will go up and we will rotate, grab, pull. And then we're going to drop. If you need to, you can think of putting paint on the wall a little bit with that finger and come down, right? So this is a beautiful ward off. This is I've connected with my ward off. I've grabbed, I've pulled. And then I'm getting back, I'm turning so that I can ward off even here and connect with my opponent all the way through here. So that's number one to remember, to practice this week, if you would like. We're going to do a lot of that next week. The other thing is, can you just do a circle? with your finger. Nice. You can high five me. There you go. This hand is your, yeah, go ahead and use if you want. Yeah, there you go, there you go. So you're gonna go like this. Okay, and if you want to use your right to my right, that's fine. And if you want to use your left with my right, that's fine. And then this. Okay, nice. Can you do this? So what's happening is on one, the fingers always go up in the middle. I mean, up, they come up the middle and they go out the outside, right? There you go. And most people can do that small, right? They can do that small. Just, you know, it's like, ooh, most people can do it small. If you can sort of just relax and do it bigger. Nice, 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 very nice. Because what we're going to be doing is opening our hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you'll get all confused at times, but that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to have these beautiful arms, and they are going to be doing this when we get to cloud hands. So these are things that you can kind of work on. You can work on, yeah, as soon as you think about it, it's going to be crazy. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'll give you tips on that when we get to it next week. But so one of the things you can do is you can practice this too, because you want to keep your body shape. Keep your body shape. And when you do a kick, when we do a kick, you know, we do that. We do different kinds of kicks. 2 of the 3 involve this kind of a movement. Okay, so that's what you're doing with your arms. So getting a feeling for, you can even go all the way and come up and do your arms. Come up and do your arms. You don't even have to kick. But if you want to just do something with your foot, you can do something with your foot. But if you want to begin to be doing something with your arms, that's something that you can do. Think of it like that chop. Think of that like that chop. It's sort of a powerful, and you see, you are opening here a little bit. It's not just this, right? It's this. There's a little bit of a opening here. So now you have that. If you're willing to just do everything we know, do you have another couple minutes, folks? If you don't, feel free to leave. But let's do everything that we know. See how it goes. And preparing from cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Repulse monkey, 1. 2. 3. 4. Diagonal flying. Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left brush knee and push. Needle to see bottom. Fan through back. I'm going to adjust my position. Turn body, chop with fist. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Step up and grasp the bird's tail. Right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. All right. I will see you again in a week. Good work, good questions. And once again, just to say, this is one of the move we worked on today is one of those moves that seeks clarification for years. So you may be just jumping the gun. As I said, most of us fake it for the first couple of years. So I'm really glad you folks are being diligent working on it. It makes a lot of sense. All right. We'll close class. Thank you. Have a good week.
You too.